Hi, everybody. Oh boy. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to tell you. I'm going to just keep going though. This is episode 4. So this is in reference from the August 28th day where I had a dream about a girl, an actual dream girl. Actually give me her number in an actual dream, the one that I constantly say. So this is what's cool. So I bring it to I'm living with my parents now. Keep that in mind. This is important. I need you to understand just how useless I've been. I need you to understand how useless I've been. I'm 40 years old, right? Am I? 65. Mm-hmm. We're a really close family. I'm not 65. I'm not 40. Both these numbers, I swear to you, are not true. The best part about it is, when you know that I used drugs for 24 years, how good does that make me seem health-wise? Knowing that I'm healthy as an ox, strong as an ox, healthy as a shark's immune system. There you go. So anyway, and by the way, these are healthy, just not required. You don't have to do them. I consider them vitamins for me though. Uh-oh. I killed the battery on that one. So anyway, I just want to get into what ends up happening into October. This is all of 2018 now. 2018 was an interesting year because I started having voices in my head of this person named Barry, a male, and a Carla, a female. Now, these were both police officers that were supposedly there that were going to be taking me down for absolutely nothing because I absolutely wasn't making meth anymore. I There's some things I just don't say, okay, on here for the sake of incriminating. But if Hollywood comes and picks me up, I will tell them every fucking detail. And the fun part is, the detail is where the devil is. You really want to hear it. You're gonna really want to hear it. Um, I will say this: October 22nd, 23rd, 24th of that year, the weekend, I think it was, I voluntarily checked myself into Presbyterian Hospital in the psychiatric wing, and I said, "Look, I don't know if I'm going nuts. I don't know if I'm just having a midlife crisis. I don't know what I'm having, right? Because I was looking like every bit of a midlife, like I was that old. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't transitioned yet, so I was a male attempting to be, and I was, my age. Never ask a lady her age, right? So I'm working on the lady aspect. So I apologize to absolutely no one, but anyway, except for myself. Um, I would rather go into the details about the hospital stay with someone in Hollywood, someone who's really talented that I'm really looking forward to meeting, and I just have to find out who that person is. I need some I need to look. I need a scout. I need some. I need a talent. I need to be a talent scout. I need to hint out. She knows who she is. But the best part is, just tell me who I sound like, voice wise, person. And then that's a pretty good person because we're quantum entangled. So this is what's really cool. I had to literally outthink this schizophrenic appearing shit going on. I don't have schizophrenia. It's been proven. I've already had my brain mapped, MRI and everything. Um, I don't have bipolar because I malingered that shit in '03. Look, it's already listed I do. I don't have it. If I have it, then let me get Social Security. For real. So I'll be working with Social Security and be pulling in, raking in billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Do you know how, like, asinine that is? If you all give me Social Security, I'll pay the whole thing back. How about that? I'll pay back all the EBT. I know that much. I want to pay that forward so that people can get beer once a week. I think it's your American right. And I think if somebody was willing to pay it directly, I think somebody willing to pay taxes directly, I would pay all the taxes so there'd be no property tax, no No tax period, no sales tax, no. So you just go everywhere and you just enjoy yourself. Everybody. My job would be to pay your tax bills. That would be my community service. So all the thievery that I had done years ago, all the stupid little stealing change out of cars, let that reflect against. Well, I guess it didn't in toto. That'll be my karmic justice in return to pay back. If I become a billionaire, let me rephrase it. When the billionaire status kicks in, I'm throwing money back. It doesn't have to be billions. When I'm making enough millions, I can survive off $1 million, like thrive off of it. But I do intend to buy a nice house in Aspen. It doesn't have to be big. It certainly doesn't. I want a nice any house in Aspen is nice. So I would literally like forfeit billions of dollars just to take care of the entire American poor, so that there isn't one, and so that you guys can be absolutely comfortable, even on my own dollar, even on my own dime. Great thing is, it sounds good. But when you guys catch up and realize that every single bit of science that I've mentioned on here is absolutely true and not a freaking work of art only, but a work of science, when you realize that the quantum shift is an actual thing, my God, is it a better world? And yeah, I'll be paying back everybody, paying forward. And then I bring in M=EC hexagonated root, whichever you prefer to call it. Spin that bitch. That's why you do it. So here's the cool thing. The difference is the valued matter coming through. That's exactly right. So the cool thing is, this stuff happens. This is going to be an exciting year. 2020 is when you all see clearly, because it's 2020. 2021 is when we're all moving forward, not just me. So the great thing is, oh boy, let it be that some things came through in 2020 so that they see clearly and they know who to pick. She does. That one too, yeah, big time. Okay, so you see that there? That's other people thinking through my mouth, and I'm actually just these are little light beams coming out. Because you guys used to say we were swimming. I'm swimming. That's what the light does. No, it spins. It's a quantum spin, so it spins timed against itself. So whatever you guys said it does is what it does. So. The problem is you said that light had a speed limit. Oopsie. So yeah, gamma has a trade out. It's very good for you and keeps you young, or it ages the shit out of you spotly. Other way around, it gets the area young, but then it switches it sideways on you. So it's going funny. So I know this because I've seen faster than light travel done, because we all have. And you watch Ancient Aliens or any of those follow the UFO things where the guy's flying and then doing immediate zigzag. I don't know. The ones that are zigzagging are actually the Magic Carpet Project. We haven't caught up to that moment yet. You'll see why they call it that. It's people literally standing on the ground or sitting on the ground in a lab or a place. Doesn't have to be a spotless white room with those stupid tables. It can be a carpeted room. That's what I would do, because it looks like a magic carpet. Using temporal, dimensional travel, but not in toto, because we didn't harness the autobit yet. So it'll be easily done. An autobit is an attogram. One atom. Beautiful, isn't it? An autobit is the attogram. I believe that. One, when you can look at an atom as a galaxy and see it that detailed, that'll be the day that it actually is, like I said. So every once in a while my voice kicks in with more than one voice, so I know that we're getting to a point where some scientific advancements are genuinely about to reach a quantum level. You see the word quantum showing up everywhere like it's something. Quantum means counted. Quantum. Anything that has to do with counting. Anything that has to do with, okay, we know that motherfucker's right there. We know that I'm right here. And we know that, you see what happened? Okay, I'm not calling you an MNFer. I'm saying that I'm the MNFer and that you are watching And the great thing is, I'm so used to doing it backwards that it looks hilarious. It's because they called me the Antichrist. I'm on Antichrist, so just move forward, time-wise. Alright, so everybody, another way to say it is turn the page. And then, you know how weird it is hearing a play done off your life? Mm-hmm. Big danger. I need you all to understand that I've vaped since day one. Just like you see me vaping today. Very, very luxuriously taking 50 milligram or more hits per milliliter. I'm not kidding. This is the 50%. This is watermelon ice limeade. This shit is badass. And then I got strawberry banana, and that tastes good too. Every once in a while I get some of that metal taste, that poison taste, and it's like, that's not what I ordered. But I just roll through it until the metal just stops giving that stuff out. And then, I've had enough poison, right? The cute thing is, you can look at me and see me doing these quantum entangle moments where I'm chatting away with even you through me. And it looks crazy. But then I came to the conclusion that it's quantum, didn't I? And if we're actually beings, and if our beings, our souls, are not our Atman, we all have one soul. And that's one soul that we each share. Picture an immortal jellyfish. Picture a man of war jellyfish. It sits up there on top of the water. Bloop! That's our little airbag. So they fill that up. And then each one of those is either A, chain of life forms, or B, a life form itself in the form of a chain. I tend to believe that each one of us is the tip of a man of war type thing. Sea urchin is a better way to picture it. For a soul, just like in the movie The Host, but instead of us each being one, there's only one, and we all share off that one, and I believe that's off this Earth. Earth. Gaia, I almost said. So I've had a lot of fun reading words backwards as a result of being called the Antichrist and then being called Asperger's. So first they said I had Asperger's, which made me definitely, because I'm easily impressionable. Being an impressionable person means you are very empathic, and it also means that you're capable of channeling people to the point of ridiculousness. And we already know that from psychics, right? I never said I was psychic. But here's the cool thing. The computer definitely is making it easier for those people that work in quantum labs to wit that they have felt, I think I'm schizophrenic. No, you're not. Hold the phone on that. And if you think you're schizophrenic, you can turn off your device until you hear this message. Okay, now you know you're not schizophrenic. Turn the device back on. Because it's literally like, okay, I guess I'm sleeping. Did you hear it say happy birthday yet? That's a good day. Let all of these guys that are that part of the ArcNet, the Archangel Net, that of those, what do you call it? Quantum, Q-state computers, let them say happy birthday to them when they turn on. Bing, happy birthday! Because it's me really just saying it through it to you guys in the lab. So they're aware. They stay here before 30 subscribers because they knew that this channel blows up big time. So somebody told me to blow myself up. So here I am doing what I was told. The most beta motherfucker on earth. Yeah, that might have its place. Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. So I checked out of the hospital on October 23rd or 24th of 18. I was only in there for 2 days. I said, this shit sucks. Their food was phenomenally delicious, especially their fried chicken. I would actually stop by the hospital to pay for that, for their fried chicken. Presbyterian Hospital. I'm not kidding. So anyway, time goes by. I learned shut the F up about voicing your head. Because I'm on Risperdal at the time, and it would turn the voice into... So then what was really cool is after a couple of days, I got the voice back. So then I knew, okay, if the Risperdal's not getting rid of it, if the perfenazine's not getting rid of it, if prochlorperazine's not getting rid of it, then I know for a fact that I've got something else besides schizophrenia going on. And I'm definitely not in a bipolar state when I am under Zyprexa. I can assure you, there's not a person on this earth. It's just not possible. Whoop, gone. Well, I'll tell you what, I hear me in the phone, the quantum phone going, "You still hear me?" No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that. No, that would be scarier. I never thought I was Jesus. I never thought I was Satan. I never thought I was the Antichrist in toto. I don't mind taking the title just so there isn't one on this earth, though. So, there you go. That's me. I am the Antichrist. No, I am the Antichrist. I see this Spartacus moment kicking in a while. In a little while, because people are going to have fun when we turn on the big 9. We call it the 9 because it's the ninth one in the series. Oh, really? Yeah. Using the big S, the 8s. What's cool is I want to show you something. If you don't see your chip looking like this, where this is a three-dimensional, each one of those is a ring I have going on the z-axis, on the height axis, so that you basically should be seeing slats where each chip is a slat. It's just like the Ark of the Covenant. I need you guys to know that. You build the Ark of the Covenant, the dark box, you build us the ability to fly. Everybody. Real shit. Real nerd shit, y'all. This isn't Quetzalcoatl. This is just watermelon ice Kool-Aid. So it's no longer poisonous. It's lovely. See my little thing is going away. That was an interesting experience. I can tell when you guys watch my videos because I actually feel the poison jolt. Shoot! Oh, I'm tripping. Shoot! Oh, I'm tripping. Shoot! That happened last night by the grace of God. So here's what's cool. Thank you, government, for finally listening to me. I've been waiting a long time for this very day. Because they were trying to figure out how I was moving. Hold on one sec. Alright, so now I need you guys to understand 18 was almost a magical year for me, especially December. I witnessed holographic proportion stuff. Everybody manifesting things. You seen anybody crawling on your ceiling yet? Anybody crawling on your floor? You heard anybody doing that yet? This is part of it. Everything where that felt like you had a ghost in your house. You probably live in a meth house, an old meth house, and that's okay. It's not poisonous. We can literally program the man-pee that's in the house to walk out in the form of little spiders. The more meth infused the house, the larger the entity that has to walk out. But it will be a march of things that get to march out of the house. You just got to open a window or open a door, and they will literally walk up and blow away. It'll look like rainbow, clear but rainbow colored. It should look like, because it is a crystal of light. And the great thing is, in a gaseous state, it'll still behave as a solid. And that's what this computer thing does. It doesn't have to be MAMP that you use. You can use the hydroxyl version. Start with that because I know that's an electroconductive compound and thus behaves accordingly. All things PIA behave accordingly. Will work as a room temperature plasma, so you can be safe to walk around in a room large enough to be considered the chip, the hub, the inner sanctum, if you will. This stuff gets really real, guys. You're going to probably be calling the area where the quantum goes, where it is, the inner sanctum. You're probably going to be using a lot of Old Testament and Torah words, biblical, Levitican. Very, very likely. That you don't end up putting herbs and stuff smoked on a thing outside of the lab is cool. But that we smoke it for the sake that the computer can actually analyze and read what it is, it'll have its very valuable point, because we will literally be able to disassemble poisons and make them into things that are actually fun. I made it so that a spider bite, God willing. Let me catch up to that moment before I finish that sentence. Alright. The objective is that everything becomes healthy, just not required, so that anybody trying to do an assassin hit on somebody, while it won't work, they might still know it happened. The great thing is, this person right here absolutely would not ever do an assassination hit on somebody. So, whoever you are, God bless you, and I hope that you're safe. And I know somebody had some poison because I got high off of it. Whenever somebody gets high off of something that's deadly, I get the high from it, and they get the high from it too. And the cool thing is they don't die from it. So the cool thing is, this sounds crazy, but I'm quantum entangled with everybody. It's gonna be interesting doing death row inmates. I'm not. No, that's the test.
You made your bed nice.
Oh my god. So I live with my parents, and that was my mom coming to tell me about how I made my bed nice. So I made my bed. I now sleep in it. No, A, I'm not an assassin, so B, I wouldn't assassinate. C, if someone tries that on you, D, he's coming in to save your ass by being poisoned with you in the form teleportingly. It's my word. Fractally, teleportingly. These are words that I share with you because they all have a value in something I just don't know other than silly nerddom just having its chance at vindication. So I'll go a little further into 19 because 19 was a magical year. I just got to tell you about the Natalie. I don't want to go into Christmas. That was a fun moment. I literally had a Babylonian queen freaking walk in our house. So I was close to falling in love, but it didn't happen by the grace of God. Because I really don't think I had much to offer this woman. She comes in and I'm thinking, I live with mom and dad. I don't have a job. I had a job. I had saved up enough money that I could have started living on my own. I got comfortable here because they got a shit ton of cable. I'm in the 500s on DirecTV all the time. 500 through 5, it's almost to 600. There's a bunch of stuff that I hadn't known. But essentially, oh, we got the 6s. I never tried. I don't know. You know what the 600s are. Anyway, I do what I do for fun. I also like to see that they do a lot of. They should do giveaways on porno. You know that? Like they have a free day for HBO and stuff, and you go, man, I do like this. Maybe I'll go ahead and start buying it. Maybe they have porno, and you're like, damn, this is fun. Maybe I'll go ahead and start buying it. Wink, wink. Good idea. Notice I'm not winking because I'm not fucking calling this a joke. I get enough free porn on xnxx.com. I don't need to go to your channel. You might consider actually having it on there so we can actually get you paid. Because I look at that as a respectful industry. You're not whores. You're beautiful women. You're not gigolos. You're beautiful men. And then you got aspects in between, which just, yay. Okay, so anyway, I completely went derailed into the porn industry, just telling you the channels that my parents have on their TV that I share. So my mom coming in to tell me about how I made my bed nice. It's nice. Now I'm working on making my bed nice in the old figurative here, because I got so much stuff going on. You guys need to look at the science on here. It's not a joke. Think about how a microwave oven works, and then just think to yourself, it's a fucking antenna with a magnet that's got a little vacuum and a little thing around it. They run a little power through that. The magnet goes, and then the radio waves, microwave waves come out of this fucker. Whoa, 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 whoa. It spins while it gets cooked by an antenna. So it literally just, and then it's cooked. So why don't we take the induction style thing and make it one magnet? Why don't we zap it with some hard X-ray or soft X-ray, whichever you prefer, and whichever made the absolute zero experiment, or the tritium laser that fires, whichever will fire a piece of matter is the one you want. The one I'll tell you what it looks like. X-ray is pretty. It literally is wintergreen color with little cyan blue dots. Microdots, like confetti that flicker through it. That's what color it is. That's how I knew I was poisoned. That's how I knew that when I took what I call Quetzalcoatl, because it was definitely spider and snake. I'll tell you, you should see that shit boil on foil. Guys, watch what you get in your drugs on the street. You just don't know what they cut it with, especially if it's a brick with a butterfly on it. And no, I don't mean spider brick. Maybe I do. Maybe it gets transcendental. Something we might think about. Not because this person on YouTube said it though. Because I'm just saying, I got poisoned by something. I haven't used a drug since March 30th. And yeah, I was hardcore, but I'm not. Okay. So I leave all this ambivalence up there for the sake of maybe it's faith. Maybe I like the voice in my head. I have the voice of reason up there, so I don't mind it. My last name is technically reasoning. If you say an American trying to say my last name, it's fucking hilarious. So yeah, it's Risanen, but they call it reasoning. It's Risanen. But I'm not Finnish, and not true. I'm only half Finnish, so I know I make some funny faces on here where they happen to catch it like this. And the great thing is, now you know that I think Cody's Lab even said something about that once. So the great thing is, this just helps you all go and go, oh, that looks interesting. I'm telling you, this is a time when it kicks off. I realize I'm making a lot of tapes about me just talking. It's not about entertainment here. This is about science. I'm trying to get you guys to move forward with me. Because I'm tired of being alone in this. Literally trying to figure out, how do I communicate these values to anybody? How do I make it clear that everything that I'm saying is 100% accurate? It's not 100% accurate, my friends. That's the problem. It's accurate, but it's not. The final product is accurate. But I don't have the entire science done yet. I need to get back to school. And unfortunately, COVID-19. So help me figure out what to do. I need to do something. This is boring. I live with mom and dad. I'm not bringing any income in. I'm an ex-con during COVID-19 times. What do I do? What do you do? I don't know. I can't do grunt work. I'm a lady. I just belong in a fucking lab. I'll do lab grunt work any day of the week. Any day of the week. And the great thing is, all the fusion stuff I said is absolutely real. And I'll be happy to tell you a magnesium hexammonium compound using deuterium as the fuel is definitely something that could probably work in a meth-related but it's not been used in making manufacturing meth. So don't worry. Okay? I just put that out there so you don't feel guilty. But what's cool is you got that info from a meth cook. So, a former meth cook. So, God bless you. I love you. All of you watching original guys that first subscribed to my channel. My DEA friends. And I meant that when I said that on Tatians. Because I consider you guys my friends. I know that I was a nut and that I was just so determined to get my message out there back then. And now you see how well I did on Tatians.com. Forums, Wurfgurf. That was me. It's me. But the great thing is, I don't back it up with manufacturers, so you guys were going to literally nail my ass to a cross that just didn't need to be. And so I thank you for not nailing me to that cross, because we already had one person do that 2,000 plus years ago. And I hold you in higher regard. Sanctified church. Inside. Sanctified police is what I meant to say. God bless all of you.